your boy, world famous DJ Donny B. It is official August the 1st, y'all. I'm going to say a big shout out to everybody out there tuning in to us right here Monday night. If it's 9 o'clock, you already know what time it is, man. We got a hot show coming up. I'm going to say a big shout out to my boy John Williams. We bringing him on camera, and we also bringing our boy Camera on. Man, there's so much going on we're going to be talking about tonight. So we're going to our first music video. And when we come back, it'll be time for us to get ready for the show. We'll be right back. Right after this show, y'all check it out.
Oh, to give you praise, I lift my hand, I raise my voice. Worship you, to worship you. I lift my hands, I raise my voice to worship you, to worship you. I lift my hands to you, Jesus. To give you praise, to give you praise. Creator of the universe, what can you do? What can you do, Jesus?
All right, y'all, man. We are back here on the air. I'm trying to get this layout finished. How y'all doing, John?
Hey, man. I had to move locations, y'all, because we got a gas leak in our apartment.
Wait a minute, man. Tell it. I want everybody to know that today is Monday night right here. What's going on out there? Where you at, man? Tell us what's going on.
Oh man, it's wild.
It's a lot
It's
of folks
wild
in
out
the
this
fire department over there.
You know, nobody's come out yet. You know, they're just beating on the doors, talking about gas leaks and stuff. So, you know, we just had to do some evacuating. But you
Oh
know,
wow.
we right here, man, ready to rock and roll, man. What's going on?
Oh wow, man! Shout out to our boy Camera. This is the first time he's been on TV with us right here. He normally be on by phone. Good evening on this beautiful Monday night, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm good, doing good. How you doing?
Hey, we're doing good today, man. Man, I tell you what, we are very excited to talk to you tonight. I know you're gonna give us some good tips. John, I'm excited because God is opening up more doors for me, man. I'm getting ready to go back on TV in Pakistan. What are your thoughts on that, John?
You know, I'm very excited about that. You know, that's one of the things that I've been definitely ready to ready to get back on with you as well. You know, I'm looking forward to some of the things that you got going. You know, you're the hardest working man in the land, so everybody's excited about it. You know, I know you are as well. I know you got some new things in line coming up, and you know, the Lord has just been blessing and opening up doors for you, man. So I'm glad that you got us on, and you know, just thank God for you. You know, your
Yeah,
dutifulness
man.
and
Well, I tell you
your
what,
hard
thank you
work
so
and your
much for
effort.
that, man. I'm gonna say a big shout out to Tiffany, who is tuning in to us. Skylight, what's up, Skylight? She loves the show. She said she's been checking us out every single night. So a big shout out to Skylight in Dallas. Also, Tiffany tuned in to us in West Dallas. She said she loves the station, and I'm excited, John. I know you've been seeing the advertising, and that we're getting ready to have a big fight that's going to be making its debut on our TV station, Channel 49, August the 6th. This coming up Saturday, August the 6th, we got the Royal Round 3 fights, man. John, what's going on through your head about that, man? 2 hours. Different people gonna be boxing, matching, fighting. They got, say, John, they got women that's gonna be boxing, man. Whoa.
Yeah, you know, I'm excited about that. You know, I'm a definitely big boxing fan, big boxing fanatic. I grew up on it, man. You know, not only boxing but wrestling too as well. But you
Okay.
know, this is something that's definitely going to be very entertaining for our
Yeah,
viewers
yeah.
here on Channel 49 TV. That's going to be very entertaining. Coming out on Saturdays, you know, we get the headlines, the double headers or whatever on in the boxing world, in the boxing arena. You
Yeah.
know, the WBO, the WBA, you know, the IBF, you know, the IBO,
Mhm.
stuff like that. We and then we got a lot of boxing celebrities out here in the DFW area. You know, we
And
got
wait a
Earl
minute.
Spence, you know, then we got the Charlo brothers.
Right, and John,
So yeah, they're in
Campbell said
Houston.
he's
So
a
yeah,
boxer.
but go
Say
ahead.
Campbell just said he's a boxer. Campbell, tell us about that, man. I had no idea you were a boxer too.
Man, I do a little kickboxing, a little boxing, MMA, So, I love it. I'm 33 now, so I got about 5 more years left in me, and then I'm done.
He said, yeah, he got about 5 more years left in him. Man, can
Yeah.
you see yourself going worldwide with that, man? Have you thought about doing it, doing it professional?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, trying to get back into it. I'm just got to find, the right people, the right coaching around me, man. I don't think there's nobody in my division that can touch me anyway, so it doesn't really
Oh
matter.
wow, John, what you think about that, John? Did you hear that, John?
Yeah, I got a younger brother. I got a younger brother that's in it. My son actually, Isaac, want to actually get off into amateur boxing. I was in amateur
Oh
boxing
wow.
in Henderson, Texas. So you know, I was in amateur boxing in Henderson, Texas. You know, in
Okay.
87, 1987.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know,
I gotta
it's
say,
always something to get your footwork together.
right, and I gotta say a big shout out to my boy Nzemin Christian out of Nigeria. He's also a boxer. Y'all probably seen promote him as well as a boxer, and he's representing that Nigeria, and he comes over to the United States real soon. But shout out to him because that's what he's been doing, boxing. And he's got a big fan base. So shout out to Zima Christian right out of Nigeria. And again, matter of fact, he shared the flyer over the weekend on his public page. So thank you for doing that, Zima, man. A lot of y'all are tuning into us out there in that Nigeria. If you haven't heard the news, man, Donny B TV is now in 120 different countries. Channel 49 TV is also in 120 different countries. Man, what are y'all thoughts on that?
Wow, you know, that's it's awesome. You know, this is,
John, is that
you know,
your phone going off on TV?
nah, somebody else is outside. We
They
outside.
must see
You know,
somebody. They must see you on TV, John. That's why they calling you. People do that. Believe it or not, when they see you on TV,
Yeah.
they'll call you. All right, y'all, man. Don't go nowhere. We're gonna have a lot more coming up. You tune in to Donny B, my boy Cameron, John Williams in the building, and we're gonna be. He's gonna be on the show with us for a while, so we're gonna be chopping it up with him, and we're gonna go. Where we going, John? To some more videos? Hey, we're gonna go to my boy Terry Price. You know Terry Price. Hey, John, you know Terry Price got a video.
wow, man, we better go to that video. I'm glad you informed me, enlightened me.
Yeah,
Check
it's coming
out
up.
the
We're gonna
CP.
play it right now. I want you to tell me what you think about it, John. Here you go, right here. We'll be right back.
You know you're the coolest.
This is a new dance called the Kingdom Shake. Move to the left with it. Move to the right with it. Now throw your hands up. Come on. Now throw your hands up. I need you to move. Move to the left with it. The Kingdom. Move to the right with it. Now throw your hands up. Going for the Kingdom. Now throw your hands up. We give you all the praise. Come on. Let's go. We give you all the praise. We give you all the praise. Come on, y'all. We give you all the praise. Yeah. We give you all the praise. One more time. We give you all the praise. We give you all the praise. We obey your laws, God. We give you all the praise. And your commandments. We give you all the praise. Move to the left with it. Move to the right with it. Move it, y'all. Now throw your hands up. Throw them up high. Now throw your hands up. Throw your hands up. King. Move to the left with it. We got next. Move to the right with it. Now throw your hands up. Going for the Kingdom. Now throw your hands up. Come on. Move to the left with it. Now move to the right with it. Come on. Now throw your hands up.
All right, y'all. There's a lot going on. My boy got the win out there. We're gonna go to a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Valder Beebe. I broadcast on radio, streaming TV, podcast, and in print publications. I interview the world's most fascinating authors, all because I love a good book. This summer, I partnered with WPS for BB's Summer Book Giveaway. We're giving away New York Times bestsellers and award-winning books. Books that inspire me, and I'm sure they'll inspire you. To be eligible to win a copy of Jesus Can Give You a New Life, answer this question. What is God's greatest gift to mankind? You'll find the answer in John 3:16 of the Bible. Send your response to the email at the bottom of the screen. I'm Valder Beebe, and I'll see you for the next BB Summer Book Giveaway.
everybody, I am your man, world famous DJ Donny B. Make sure you check me out, the Donny B TV, Monday through Friday, right here on Channel 49 TV. And you can also check us out on Facebook Live, YouTube. We broadcast live all over the platform. You never know who's going to be a guest on the show. I see you Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. right here on Channel 49 TV. And guess what? It ain't pre-recorded. It's live. 9 p.m. Call in and talk live with us. From hot topics to exclusive interviews, you never know who's going to be a guest on the show. I am your man, world famous DJ Donny B. I see you at 9 o'clock, right here on Channel 49 TV.
Hi, I'm Valder BB. I broadcast on radio, streaming TV, podcasts, and in print publications. I interview the world's most fascinating authors, all because I love a good book. This summer, I've partnered with WPS for BB's Summer Book Giveaway. We're giving away New York Times bestsellers and award-winning books. Books that inspire me, and I'm sure they'll inspire you. To be eligible to win a copy of Jesus Can Give You a New Life, answer this question. What is God's greatest gift to mankind? You'll find the answer in John 3:16 of the Bible. Send your response to the email at the bottom of the screen. I'm Valder BB, and I'll see you for the next BB Summer Book Giveaway.
Fort Worth, it's coming. The I-20 Classic, Saturday, September 3rd. The Duncanville Panthers takes on Jones Tigers. Kick off at 3 p.m. at Herman Clark Stadium in Fort Worth on I-20. Then, the doubleheader. The DeSoto Eagles take on the St. Francis Panthers. Kick off 7 p.m. Saturday, September 3rd. The I-20 Classic doubleheader. One ticket gets you two explosive games. Tickets available now at ALWE.com. And Williams Chicken in Duncanville, DeSoto, and Fort Worth locations. Saturday, September 3rd. It's the I-20 Classic.
Hi, I'm Valder BB. I broadcast on radio, streaming TV, podcasts, and in print publications. I interview the world's most fascinating authors, all because I love a good book. This summer, I've partnered with WPS for...
Y'all, man, we are back right here on Donny B TV. We got another very special guest with us. We got my boy Cameron hanging out with us. Cameron, on this beautiful Monday night on Channel 49 TV, man, what kind of advice do you got for us tonight? What we gonna talk about tonight as far as fitness go?
You're good.
We can't hardly hear you.
You're home.
Hello?
We're trying to hear Cameron. Cameron, we
Hello?
can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you. Go
I
ahead.
can hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your good fat. Your good fats. Your eggs. Your avocados.
Okay.
Your peanuts. Your walnuts. Your almonds. Things like that to keep those hormones in check, to keep the body as optimal as possible, as humanly possible.
Okay. Wow. John, what you got to say about that, John? What you got feedback off of him about that?
Nutrition is one of the things that, a healthy diet is one of the things that we definitely need to start practicing in our community. What other healthy diet tips that do you have, as far as, they got things out here that they say, to treat, cancers and treat certain things that, come up in your body, certain toxics that come up in your body. What's a good flushing system? What's a good fruits and vegetables or whatever to get put together to flush your system?
That's a good question.
I think the best thing is just your body in itself.
Okay.
If you take care of your body will take care of you.
Amen.
Therefore, the best way to do it is just to make sure your body is primed and ready to go when things happen. You shouldn't be eating bad food all the time anyway. You know what I mean? That should be that's like a luxury. Every now and then. But most of the time, you should be eating 80% of any kind of results is your diet. So you need to make sure you're eating optimal as possible every single day, because like I said, take care of your body. The body will take care of you in the long run.
Y'all heard it first right here on Donny B TV. My boy Cameron is giving us some good advice. And it's important, man, that you exercise, get the right type of food inside your body, man, because so many times we got people out there who don't really care about what they eat. They just eat anything and stuff. Why is it so important, Cameron, for us to stay healthy and to really be healthy, especially in the times that we're living in? Let's talk about that.
But you have so many different kinds of sicknesses and illness going around. You need to make sure that you're healthy, and you need to make sure that your body's healthy enough to fight whatever enters your body. You know what I mean? Like a cold, the flu, or anything like that. You need to make sure your body is healthy enough to fight off any kind of sickness or any kind of disease. So you know what I mean? As long as your body is optimal, you get any kind of exercise, any kind of movement, your body will take care of you. But you can't just eat junk every single day of the week, every hour. You know what I mean?
Already, that's what's up. Tiffany is tuning in to us on YouTube, on Facebook. Tiffany said, "What else can we get that's healthy as far as food go?" That's a good question, Tiffany.
I would stick to, first of all, not enough people get enough fruits and vegetables. You need to make sure you're getting those fruits and vegetables in, like your broccoli, your strawberries, your blueberries, your pineapples, different kinds, your raw organic foods, or even your frozen fruits or your frozen vegetables. You need to make sure you're getting those in, because those will help you with anything you have going on in your body.
That's some good one right there. I tell you what, Cameron, don't go nowhere, man. We're gonna talk to you some more. We're gonna go to some more music video right here. You tune in to us on Donny B TV. John, we just went to Terry Trice's video earlier. What did you think about it?
Oh man, shouts out to TP, man. Yeah. We've been talking, about getting together on some things as well. So, I'm not surprised. Yeah, Terry, you better hook up with me, man. We got to get that movie going.
Already, that's what's up, y'all. We're gonna take a quick music break. We'll be right back after this. We're gonna talk to Cameron some more about what other things you can do to keep your body healthy. We know vitamins, and speaking of vitamins, we're gonna talk to Cameron about that, because he got his own vitamin company, and we're gonna talk about what type of vitamins that we need to take to keep our body in shape. It's important that we take those vitamins, but he's gonna tell us what vitamins that is healthy for us and what vitamins not healthy for us. All this is coming up right here live on Donny B TV. We'll be right back.
I'm a doctor. I'm here to help you.
With God in my sight.
Devil don't want smoke with me, don't ask, because I know that when I miss, God get the rebound and he give it right back. Demons always yelling, so I know that is big cap. Don't ask me if God is real, because that's big facts. Riding on my bicycle, thinking about God, thinking about the one who was forced on the wooden cross, thinking about the one who found me when I was so lost. And all to say that that I'm thinking about God. That we keeping it fresh. Krispy Kreme. Devil wanted to come, but he wasn't on my team. Do it for the Lord, because he's everything I need. Do it for my king, and I'm not doing this for me, because I'm riding on my bicycle, thinking about God, thinking about the one who was forced on the wooden cross, thinking about the one who found me when I was so lost. And all to say that that I'm thinking about God, because I'm riding on my bicycle, thinking about God, thinking about the one who was forced on the wooden cross. Yeah, I'm riding my bike, thinking about Jesus, riding my bike, tell the devil I don't need him, riding my bike. He sent his only son. He died on the cross for us. Now we are one. Repenting of my sins. Now I'm made new. Walking my salvation. Now to him I stay true. Devil wanna get me back, but he's all smoke. Jesus got me standing strong, in him I stay up. Jesus is the best, and I didn't stutter. The devil's a lie, and I kick him to the gutter. Cause I'm riding my bike, thinking about God, the one who changed my life around. Now I am his son, fighting our battles, and he gets the double. If you don't know Jesus Christ, then listen to the song. Yeah, I'm riding my bike, thinking about Jesus. Riding my bike, tell the devil I don't need him. Yeah. Riding my bike, thinking about Jesus. Riding my bike, tell the devil I don't need him.
Man, I ain't rode a bike in a minute, but I've stand on those pegs though. Thankful for a lift, you see the prices on the petrol. Catch me on the street or on my feet or on the metro. Still screaming Jesus, Jesus, Jesus till my breath go. Walking in the spirit, riding in the spirit. Plus the devil is a lie, kill my pride, I hope you hear it. Giving glory to the Father while I smash it on my mind goose. Told the little homies, those the best, they said that's not true. Guess I'm getting older, I don't even know what's popping, but I know that Christ came and changed my life and we ain't stopping.
Yeah, I'm riding my bike, thinking about Jesus. Riding my bike, tell the devil I don't need him. Riding my bike, thinking about Jesus. Riding my bike, tell the devil I don't need him.
Before I ride the bike, I read that Holy Bible. Too fast with God in the back seat. The devil can't catch me. Riding my bike with God in my sight. Riding my bike with God in my sight.
Oh man, I'm feeling that song. Say, John, ride my bike. See, y'all, that remind me of John, because John be riding his bike. Say, John, he said he ride his bike. What do you think about that, John? Can you hear me, John?
Yeah, I said I be riding it all the time too, man. I was just muted. But yeah, we're back in the studio, by the way.
I ride my bike with Jesus on my side.
With the Lord in my sight. Right. I be on mine all the time. I don't always be thinking about the Lord though. Sometimes I be thinking about I need to be in a car or on my motorcycle.
That hook is powerful. That young man is smart. That little kid is about what, 7 or 8, and he said, "I'm riding my bike with Jesus on my side." Man, you know what?
Yeah, in my sight. Yeah.
That video over the weekend, and I can't get that out of my head. I can't get that beat out of my head. You know, that's when you know your song is hot, when you can't get that beat out your head.
You
Tell
know
us what you think about that video, Cameron.
I think I think it's cool.
You think it's cool? Okay.
It's cool,
hey y'all,
it's something different.
If y'all don't have to turn y'all mics off or mute it, because it automatically mutes when it go to video. And that way y'all know in future reference. All right, y'all, we are still talking to my boy Cameron, giving us inside scoop. We brought him on early tonight, and we'll bring him back on again. Cameron, you're gonna be on again Wednesday for Healthy Wednesday, and he's on again tonight and Wednesday. Man, you getting a lot of exposure. What you think about that, Cameron?
I appreciate it. It.
Already, that's what's up. So, Cameron, let's talk about the vitamins. Before the break, we was gonna talk about the vitamins, man. And we got people right now, because we are live, hitting us up on Facebook. You can hear the phone going off. But man, let's talk about what vitamins good and what vitamins not good. Because a lot of people don't know that every vitamin, just because they're vitamins, don't mean that they are good for your body. Why I say that is because everybody's body is different. Let's talk about that, Cameron.
I mean, you gotta, when you go to the Walmart or wherever you go buy your vitamins, that some of those vitamins are super underdosed. You know what I mean? That it's not enough to do anything for you. So I mean, you spending your hard-earned money on vitamins. That's just a placebo. You know what I mean? You just getting a lot of vitamins that are just super underdosed and not really doing anything for you.
Oh wow!
So in other words, if you go out and get those vitamins. You remember those little Flintstone vitamins? You remember
Oh
those?
man, I knew you were gonna say that, John. Come on, John. Those are my favorite vitamins.
So if I go get some Flintstone vitamins, I gotta overdose on them.
John, they not gonna help you,
I
John.
gotta
You
do
too
like Cat
old now,
Williams say.
John.
If I take 13 Tylenols, that'll be my last headache.
John, your vitamins are not gonna help you. You too old now, John. We too old. Wait, those
I'm going to give me some Flintstone vitamins. You ain't gonna tell me. And I'm gonna eat Bam Bam. Bam Bam is the strong vitamin. You remember Bam Bam on the Flintstone?
Yeah.
Hey, John,
Who was it? Bam Bam? The one that Bam Bam.
John, you remember back in the day?
I'm eating the Bam Bam one.
Say, John, you remember back in the day, we used to look at Popeye and Sailor Man. So we used to eat the spinach because we wanted to be like Popeye. We wanted to be strong like Popeye. We don't see it no more. Cameron,
we don't see it no more.
What is going on? Go ahead, Cameron.
Come on, Cam. Cam Newton.
Do it now?
We were saying we don't see some of the things that we used to grow up when we were growing up. We see, like the Popeyes. Whenever he would squeeze the spinach can, it didn't matter if Popeye was getting beat up by Pluto. As long as it was spinach can, a cork was running over, and Popeye opened up his mouth, and it'll squirt in his mouth. And all of a sudden, everything on Popeye gets strong. His calf muscles, his back, his arms, his legs, everything gets strong on it. And he pushed Pluto off. Right. And then, we talking about the Flintstone vitamins. We don't see none of that no more, No, we don't. You took your Wheaties. You remember Wheaties?
Go ahead, Cameron. Talk to us about those.
See, we used to see those commercials for, those Michael Jordan commercials, and they would always encourage us to either have our Wheaties or eat the Raisin Bran, something healthy. So that's what our nutrition. Talk to us, Cameron.
So talk to us, Cameron. Talk to us about that. I think we having a delay.
Can you hear us? Yeah, we might have a delay. But I like what he was saying a while ago, though, about, one thing we didn't talk about on with health is getting those nuts, berries, a lot of those nuts and a lot of those berries, and a lot of the trail mix,
right.
A lot of the trail mixes.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you touch base on that? Those nuts and berries and the trail mix and stuff like that, and maybe even organic stuff and stuff that they were saying that vegan.
You gotta think about sometimes a lot of those things are just full.
It might be his phone.
So
it might be his phone.
I mean, can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
I think it's a weak connection somewhere. Yeah, I just think it's a weak connection somewhere.
Yeah, sometimes your internet's not that good.
You got any more questions, Donny B?
Now we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just a weak connection. Yeah, it's just a weak connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying, go ahead, we can hear you.
Go ahead, Cameron.
A lot of those things are just full of sugar.
Yeah, that's what we got to stay away from. A lot of those sugars. And can you tell us the reason why? What do sugars do to your body? How do they break the body down? And do they break down cells?
So, too much sugar is a bad thing because a lot of it's fake sugar anyway. You need real sugar. You need something like stevia. You don't need fake sugar. You don't need like the stuff that comes in, the stuff you find in candy all the time, or like sweet cereal.
And what's the difference?
You got
What would be the organic sugar? What's the difference? I mean, what's processed sugar and what's real sugar? Is that from the sugar from a sugar cane, or what's the difference?
That's a good question.
Sugar cane, that's the real stuff. That like pure cane sugar, that's real like the store. No.
I think we have
its connection is extremely poor.
Yeah. I tell you what, we're gonna take a quick break, y'all, and we're gonna talk some more. Hopefully Cameron get his internet connection together. We're gonna take a quick break, y'all, and we'll be right back right after this, y'all. Tune into some Donny B.
Right after this.
With my connection. Let me see. Oh. Hello? Yeah.
You've been struggling for a while to keep fighting, keep trying. You've been waiting, you've been patient, you've been faithful, but you're tired. Dreams are close enough to touch and then they float a little high. Feel like you can't do the things that you aspire. You about to have your breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. You about to have your breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. Too long, too far, so hard. Short straw, bad cards, been dealt, whole life fall apart, new start. Man, here we go again. I've already started late, so how I'm ever gonna win? Been where you been, matter of fact, I'm still here. Talking about it now, it never end, it's only up from here. Nothing's clear except this vodka shot. I never got a shot, I missed out robbing any hood. We are not in the same spot. I dodged, get my coins up, and thought about making this game stop. A day late and $1 short, I am aimed at getting our name hot. In the same pot as too many crabs, and they all look hungry chasing penny bags. If you look like you might win the Emmy stacks, if you get a leg up, it's the one they grab. I possess with so many lack, and when my breakthrough comes, ain't no coming back, ain't no coming back. Breakthrough. Can y'all hear me in the back? I ain't gonna name drop who the fame got, not who got fame, but who the fame got. Who gained the world but got a soul not, it's a whole lot. You've been struggling for a while to keep fighting, keep trying. You've been waiting, you've been patient, you've been faithful, but you're tired. Dreams are close enough to touch and then they float a little high. Feel like you can't do the things that you aspire. You about to have your breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough.
Yes, okay.
You about to have your breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough.
Yes, indeed, yo. For over a decade I've been praying, being specific with what I'm saying, and though it hurts,
waiting. I know things could be worse. My blessings blind me from my shortcomings. Reminded me what he's done, so I rejoice in acceptance, knowing his timing is perfection. Bless these I collected gain from, kept me connected to this power in your praise. So expect the unexpected. You get back what you attract. Make way for what you pray. Once you ask, you gotta be faithful and just know it's on the way. You come too far, get too close. They can't stop now. You gotta keep pushing your reward awaits. Don't be mistaken by how it's looking. He's been cooking since you placed your order. Can't you smell it? The debt's paid, you can afford it. He promised you it's yours. If you're feeling this out of reach, fall to your knees and speak. He gets geeked when you call on him for something you seek. Yo, man will betray you, say things to persuade you, but let nothing break you. You're coming up on your breakthrough.
You've been struggling for a while to keep fighting, keep trying. You've been waiting, you've been patient, you've been faithful, but you're tired. Dreams are close enough to touch and then they float a little high. Feel like you can't do the things that you aspire. You about to have your breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. You about to have your breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. You about to have your breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough.
You gotta have a breakthrough. Oh,
breakthrough.
Man, I love that song right there. Gotta have a breakthrough, breakthrough.
You know how it is, baby.
What camera at? I don't see camera.
He gotta pop up. He gotta pop up. Man, we gotta go with the show, Donny.
Yeah,
the show must go on.
You gotta have a breakthrough. Go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk, man.
Yeah, man, what's going on in news, man? You know, they got a lot of this critical race theory going on.
Let's talk about that, man.
You know, I was gonna talk about this the other day. You know, I'll be talking about this on Illicit sometimes, but what is critical race theory and why is it under attack? And let me give us the scenarios right here. I'm reading this from one of the prompts that I got in from some critical sources that I get my my information from. Is critical race theory a way of understanding how American racism has shaped public policy? I think here he comes, or a divisive discourse that pits people of color against white people. Liberals and conservatives are in sharp disagreement.
Okay.
All right, right here. The events of the last decade have increased public awareness about things like housing, segregation, the impact of criminal justice policies in the 1990s, and the legacy of enslavement on Black America. The topic has exploded in the public arena this spring. And especially in K through 12, where numbers states legislators are debating bills seeking to ban its use in the classroom. So I'm wondering on critical, and then also there's some news going out about the HBCUs being taken over by foreigners, and with their new ideals, to on critical race theory, and really pushing the African American people or the students,
And you know what, man?
Completely out the way, because here's the deal. You know, when you address everybody else's situation first, like what we're talking about on health and health awareness.
Right.
But if we so worried about anybody else's body and not our own, we're gonna be very unhealthy and very sick, and there ain't gonna be no remedies of
but that's what but you gotta understand, John, I agree with you on that, but that's what they want. And this is why it's so important for us to support our own television network and support what we're doing to get that important information out there, just like you getting this information out there. We already know why they doing that, and especially right here in the state of Texas, because our governor do not want us talking about African American history right here in the public school. So I pretty much already know what's going on. If they can take away that, take away the rights of African Americans completely, it wouldn't surprise me if they start taking away Black History Month that we have in February. We say, hey, no, it needs to be American history, not Black history. And so don't be surprised if they start trying to take that away. They already don't want us to teach that in school, in the public schools anyway. Anything that got to do with us as African Americans, they don't want us to teach that. So my thing is, what we have to do is we have to get our own schools. We have to start educating our kids at home. We have to start doing all of this, because it's gonna come a day where we ain't gonna be able to do none of this stuff. It's getting so crazy now that if it was left up to them, it wouldn't be no such thing as Black history. It would be no such thing. If they could wipe the history of African American completely away, you don't think that they would do that? Come on now. They would do everything they can, because they do not want us as Black race talking about the history of what has happened to our forefathers and mothers back in the day. And that's the bottom line. That's what they really are saying to us. What do you think about that, John?
You know, and not only have it been not only have it been for decades, but you know, today is so in our face. You know, the writing is there on the wall.
Right, and I definitely agree with y'all. For those who are tuning in to us, we are live on Donny B TV right here on Channel 49 TV, and we're talking about the theory of race and what is really going on. Is white people really trying their hardest to get rid of the Black history in America? Come on, John, let's be real. This is what they are talking about. They do not, theory race, they really don't want us talking about it. They don't want it in, they do not want us talking about it in the public schools, and that's the reason that they're trying to get rid of this. They don't want us talking about this. They don't want our babies to learn about their history. They want us to learn the white history. They want us to learn about the white man history. But let me tell y'all something. We have to start educating our kids ourselves and stop depending on the public schools across the country to teach our kids, because they're not going to teach our kids the right way. I'm just going to be real. They're not going to teach our kids. They're going to teach our kids what they want. Do you know why they call it library? They call it library because it's lies that's buried underneath. That's what library means, because all the information in the library is lies, y'all. And we got to keep it real. We got to stop fronting and pretending that our kids are learning everything. We as a Black America have to start teaching our kids our real history. And you know what it starts? It starts at home with our babies, because they're not going to teach it. Go ahead, John. I'm listening.
You know, I'm in full agreement. You know, library. It's
It's full of lies.
It's lies buried beneath.
History. It ain't our history. It is the history of the library of the white man. The white man wants us to learn about him. This is the reason, if you notice, the only one that's pushing this theory thing is the white people. You don't see no Blacks pushing it. You see nothing but racist white folks who are pushing this mess, and they putting it on our babies, because they do not want our babies to learn. That is the reason that they gave us the shortest month of the year, February 28th. That's not even enough for us to learn. So we don't get the history in public schools. That's why we have to start getting our own school. I'm not saying separate, but we have to start getting our own Black schools. I'm like that man now. We got to start getting our own black school, because our kids are failing. This is the reason I took my 15-year-old, when he was growing up, I took him out of public school. He's been out of public school for a very long time. I wouldn't dare put my son back in the public school ever again, because the public schools do not teach our kids. If every black person would take their kids out of public schools and put them in a private school that benefits our babies can start learning. Because I'm gonna tell you, when that white teacher told my son, when my son was in the 4th grade, no, the 2nd grade, and that white teacher told my son that she was scared of him the way he was looking at her. That right there was a cry out for help. And I look at that white teacher in her face and I said, don't you ever tell my baby boy that. And I took his butt out of that room, and I had a conference with. We have to start. What we have to do as black people, we have to stop letting our kids do what's going on. I mean, do what they. I mean, now the way I'm trying to explain it, we have to stop letting our black kids deal with the situation that they are dealing with in public schools, and it's important that we start teaching our kids the facts, because we already know the white man ain't gonna teach them that. And one thing that they told me, it was the principal when I was working for the school district. The principal said that they start at 5 to 6 years old to determine. Now, when they get in the 3rd grade, they determine on how many jails that they're gonna build. Now, that right there was very disturbing to me when he said that, but I couldn't argue with him because he's right. Because I have heard that from many different major people, that once you get in the 3rd grade, they determine how many jails that they're gonna build for people. That's sad, but it's the truth. You can see it right now when you see our babies who's at the age of 9, 10, 11 years old, 8, who are carrying guns, who are killing at a young age and don't have a life. Our babies, our teenagers are completely gone. This is the reason it is important that we have talk shows and programs like this that people can look at and get the real information. See, we're not getting the real information when we look at the white man TV. We're not getting the real information when we're looking at all this. We got to start standing up as a community and start saying enough is enough, and we got to start focusing on the real issue that's happening with us as a black community, because they're not going to give us. This is the reason I like Cameron coming on the show every Wednesday, giving us Healthy Wednesday, because he gives us real knowledge that needs to be in our body as a black community. And this is the reason we allow you, John, to be able to do what you do, because we need that in our community. We got to stop depending on CBS. We got to stop depending on BET, because at the end of the day, BET is owned by a white man. They only going by their thoughts, not going by the thoughts of us. This is the reason we have to start supporting black-owned television network across this country that's going to give us real important information. It is important that we get the real information of what is going on with us as a black community. You got me pumped up, John, when you said what you say. When you talk about that theory race thing, you got me pumped up, man. You got me feeling some kind of way. Go ahead, John. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, we should. It shouldn't be a time, it shouldn't be a day, it shouldn't be an hour, it shouldn't be a minute, it shouldn't be a second that we are not breathing liberation, reparation, because you are breathing every day, sucking in the oxygen of depression, oppression, castration, not part of society, dominated and controlled, and mind control, and under a manipulation, and under the illusion of control, under the illusion of inclusion. And you're not included in anything because we have not built anything, because we haven't given any, because our labor and our time and our resources have gone to other people so that they could be ahead of the game. While we lack in health, while we lack in wealth, while we lack in education, while we lack in certain minerals, while we lack in everything to keep us as a human being and still trying to reach the human being status. We lack in housing, We lack in it. We lack in building material. We lack in ownership. We lack in everything. And so we're really not a part of society. And when we say that we're talking about a damn job or something somebody else has given us. And then we have to have a resume. We have to come up to their standards. And then we have to lose our culture. We be deculturized. Right, we have to denounce our own people, denounce our own citizenship, denounce who we have been and the things that relate to us. I did like that song a while ago with the little kid and everything, but our culture has been taken from us, and even our rap. I was talking about that. Our hip hop rap has been taken. It started off
right here on Donny B TV. We got my main man John Williams. I think my boy Cameron has left the line, but we are still talking about important topics. Join us, our news guy, to keep us abreast of what's happening, man. But on this show, man, we're gonna keep it real. We're not gonna sugarcoat it. We're gonna play our gospel music. But at the end of the day, it's not about gospel music. It's about giving real facts on what is happening from community, from a spiritual point to community point, right here on Donny B TV. Say, John, we're gonna take another break. When we come back, man, I want to get into the civil rights bill that they trying to take away. I want you to talk about that. And we want to talk about what can we do to stop all this gun violence that's happening. And it seems like the police don't really care because we killing ourselves. Am I correct about that? Don't answer that right now. We're going to go to a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to have a lot more coming up right here on Donny B TV. We'll be right back.
Yo, Vic, or whatever your name is. I hear you're the next big thing, but I've dealt with a lot of people. So what are you bringing on the table?
Yeah. Most of my homies ain't never had father figures. Only pops they knew was from pulling triggers. I'm just trying to show them there's another vision. Cause I'm cool with Jehovah, I don't know Jigga. I'm as real as it come, you can check the footage. I will never switch up like a politician. I ain't gotta say nothing, you know we winning. Cause you know it's game over when he said it's finished. Let me mind my business. To the end of the world, I'ma share the message. Ain't no power on earth that can stand against it. They ain't messing with it. Let them go. Pandemonium, we the salt of the earth, you just sodium. Why they hating, cause they ain't controlling me. I was broken, but you made me whole again. When I struggle, you tell me you're holding me. Ain't from LA, but angels surrounding me. Everything that's about me original. You got paper, we know you a copy. When I die, I take up like a torpedo. Then you know it's my season of reckoning. You a preacher, but why you ain't biblical? Feel like MJ, cause I take it personal. They ain't ready though. I got enemies, lot of enemies. Don't you come for me, I got the energy. See the Bible on me, that's a centerpiece. You might catch a bullet when I hit my knees. I just keep it a buck, not an antelope. I'm just dodging the bull like a matador. I'm just waiting for God to come get me though. Until then, I'm a shot on your radio. Soldier, can I be quiet? Call the police. The day that I die, I fly in the sky. I don't need a visa. He came with a leash, the spirit of God, he living in me. I gave him the keys, the spirit of God, he living in me. He living in me. He living in me. How you want it don't matter to me. Pay the price, so I gave him the key. Spirit of God, he living in me. 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 My body is good, you do what you do. It don't matter to me. Yeah, it came with the fire. Cannot be quiet. Call the police. They living in me.
We are back here on Donny B TV. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself right here on this beautiful Monday night. Man, John, the fights, I can't wait. I'm gonna be looking at it on my computer. Tiffany said she's gonna be actually looking at it on her TV. She said she gets channel 49, so she'll be looking at it on. She got her, I guess, some kind of connection where she can just go to her browser. Some of them say done. Some of them people got some smart TV, so they can go to their browser and put in channel49tv.com. What you think about that, John?
You know, that's gonna be what's up, man. I'm like I said, I'm so excited about that. You know, it don't get no better than that.
John, you gotta get your popcorn ready. And then say, shout out to Esther Davis, who does the morning show on our station in the morning. And she's actually going to be doing the after fight. You know how they have the after fight after the fight is over? They get interviewed.
Yeah.
Guess what? Our very own Esther Davis from right here on Channel 49 will be doing the exclusive interview after the fight is over Saturday night. Whoa, John, what you think about that?
Ooh,
the fight starts at 7 o'clock, August the 6th, and it will go all the way until 9 o'clock, 2 hours. After that, we're going to see the interview of Esther Davis interviewing them right here on Channel 49. And guess what, y'all? We're the only station that's going to be carrying the fights live.
Oh, man, I'm so happy and excited. That brings a lot of different viewers to Channel 49.
Yes,
and
it does.
Not only does it bring
Zimmer Christian out of Nigeria, he's been promoting on his boxing page. So everybody is starting to promote it and push it. Shout out to everybody. John, you've been pushing it too, haven't you?
You know, I can't help but to do it. You know, I'm a part of the show. I'm a part of the station. You know, I'm pushing it now as we talk. Yeah, so that's the whole idea of it, you know.
It's the Royal Round 3 fights. And we'll be, I think we'll be, whenever they do it, we'll be the one that carrying the after broadcast. So I'm excited about that right here on Channel 49 TV. Man, we are doing some big things on Channel 49 TV. I want people to know we are working on some big things. Our station is a mixed station. We have, we don't just have all blacks on our station. John know that. John will tell you. We have a diversity. And I'm excited, John, because not only that, but we got a lot more going to be coming up. And y'all can check out John Williams' show every night at midnight, Monday through Thursday. Going in, I think it's Friday too. Is it Friday too, John?
Yeah.
Okay. See, John.
Unless I don't already been cut today.
Hey, John. You know what, John? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't be up. I be sleep. I say about when I get through with the TV show, no later than 11 o'clock, I'm in the bed. Probably closer than that. What do you think about that, John? I'm in the bed.
You know, and that's another part of staying healthy. You know, I've been having to try to do some things too. You know, but I have to do my show and then get a lot of things ready and prepared. You know, and again, shout out to Channel 49 TV, and thank you again for allowing my show to be on the network as well. And my question is, you know, I don't know the difference between because I have I have 12 p.m. and 12 a.m. But I just don't know if it's 12 o'clock midnight everywhere across the country. You know, I 12 o'clock midnight.
And here's the deal, John. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people will get confused. And I tell people all the time, please let me be the one that tell them how does this work. Because remember, everything we do is in zone time. Our TV station is in zone time. That means that right now, people in Nigeria are looking at us at 9 o'clock their time. Not 9 o'clock Texas time, but 9 o'clock in their country right now. We're on in 120 different countries. So every country, we're going to come on at 9 o'clock. Not 10 o'clock, not 12 a.m., not 2 a.m., at 9 o'clock their time. That's why you don't say Central, you don't say Eastern, you always just say 9 o'clock. So let's say the first person gonna get us Nigeria, the UK, they are gonna get us at 9 o'clock their time. And then in the United States, the people on the East Coast are gonna see us first at 9 o'clock their time. And then Texas, we're gonna see it at 9 o'clock. And then as soon as we go off in Texas, we come back on again, John, in California, West Coast at 9 o'clock their time. What you think about that, John?
Oh, now I get it.
Now you see how it works.
No, because see, I had a crazy question yesterday on my show, on my radio show, and nobody answered it. Because I didn't understand if 12 o'clock was the same time every damn where.
No,
I said,
no.
I don't know if it's the
Everybody,
same, if
here's the
midnight
deal,
means the same thing everywhere.
John, I'm glad you brought that up. And I want people to know this. Everybody is not going to see our show at the same time. Mr. Dion Ballard, them see it before we see it. So by the time we come on at 9 o'clock, the show is a 2-hour show. They are looking at the last hour of the show while we're looking at the first hour of the show. Is that crazy to us? And then the last hour of the show here, guess who's going to be looking at the first hour? The first hour of the show, West Coast is looking at the first hour. So everybody's not looking at it at the same time. What do you think about that, Doug?
I think that's scientifically proved, because they're talking about, NASA now going to, they're taking the pictures of the outer space, and they was talking about the solar system and how it was. Now they're saying that they're going back to the past, and we would be actually they're going to the future, and we would be the past, because the way light travels. By the time the light travels from where they are to get to where we are in our solar system in the Earth, then it's already passed. Those events have already passed, and so that is phenomenal. How time works.
Also, the future of Facebook. Oh my God! Have you seen the video review of how Facebook is going to look in the next 5 to 10 years?
No.
Oh my God! You got to go to YouTube and check it out, John. That's why they came up with. That's why they changed the Facebook name to the metaverse, because metaverse is And have you noticed on your Facebook page, you can become anybody you want now? You can become a cartoon character. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know why they made those?
I've noticed that.
Those are the future. Because here's the deal, John. The future of Facebook, man, when I say that it's looking out of this world, it's looking out of this world. In other words, John, you can be in Texas, but it's gonna when you get on Facebook, you will be able to be like you in it's gonna be like 3D pictures. But it's gonna actually take you. If your friends live in New York and you live in Texas, you'll be able to go on trips with your friends from your seat, and you'll be able to talk to them just like you talking, like me and you talking. That's the future of Facebook, man. I can't even explain it to y'all, but you gotta look at how it's been done. I'm not gonna lie, you will be impressed.
I'm floored. But when just to think of, because the way technology is moving forward now, Amazon and all these other big time companies, they're using these robotic mechanic ways to give for service, for food, for entertainment, for anything that you want. You got a robot coming to you now to deliver you your package or whatever.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and we'll go back when we come back. I don't even want self-service checkout. I still want a human being to check my food. I don't even like going to the self-checkout, and now I'm forced to go to the self-checkout.
It's gonna be the thing of the past in the next 20 years. Next 20 years, we'll look back on a show like this here, and we'll actually these are things that we're talking about will be souvenirs, old souvenirs. It'd be some old, because again, like travels, this is gonna be things of the past. The world we lived in is gonna be the thing of the past. Our grandmothers and great grandmothers and grandfathers, the world they lived in changed.
John, you know what I'm glad of though? I'm glad your mother, my mother was able to see in their time, see a black president. What are your thoughts on that, man? I was glad. Back in their day, you couldn't see that. Back in our day growing up, we didn't see that. I'm just glad if anything happened, I'm just glad my mother and your mother was able to witness a black president in their lifetime.
You know, I was excited about it as well. For whatever purpose, you know, you have to get their account on what it meant to them, you know, and what it means to them.
I would love to bring your mother and my mother both on the show so they can talk about that history and talk about why it's so important, man. I think I'm gonna do that. I know my mother would do it. Would your mom do it too?
Oh yeah, she wouldn't mind sitting down right here on the John William Shepherd show and on the Donnell Ballard show, rather, on Channel 49, and give you her testimony.
Wow, and my mother got a chance to meet. Got a chance to actually go see John F. Kennedy the day before he was killed. And so, as we get close to November, man, I would love to bring her on the show. Did your mother get that experience too, John?
No,
It'll be very interesting to see what Mama Valor got to say about that.
Right, yeah, and you know, my mother's been through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of change. A lot of people say I look like her.
I think all of us have. I think my mother has too, and she's still going through it. Because now she's raising my baby sister's daughter. She's raising her granddaughter now. So, and she don't like me giving her age. I ain't gonna say because she's looking at us right now. John, mama looking at us, so I gotta be careful what I say.
You better be careful, boy.
I know, man, because she was get on my tail. She was not mine. All right, y'all, don't go nowhere. We got less than an hour left now. John, what did the time go by so quick? We're gonna be right back. We're gonna take a quick break.
We'll be back right after this.
The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. I'm standing tall, just like the Chinese wall. There's nothing y'all could do to ever make me fall, cause I'm walking with Christ, the risen holy God. So I don't care what y'all do, cause you can't stop me from walking the path that the Lord has chosen, and that's the fact. You better keep your eyes and ears open. I'm not going anywhere till the Lord calls me home. That's why I can't stop preaching Christ in these songs. Many might be called, but only a few are really chosen. The ones that truly are, and not the ones out here boasting on the works we do for the Father and His kingdom. We just proclaim the Christ and the gospel to everyone. Real disciples don't have time to waste on that posing, cause we're always out here trying to reach them hearts that are frozen. I ain't got time to waste, cause I stay on my mission. I used to flip them bricks, but now I'm out here fishing. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. Sometimes I feel like I'm going crazy and losing my mind. That's why I gotta stay focused on Christ and pray all the time, cause I need to reach the blind so Christ can open their eyes and make them understand that they've been bought at a price. Jesus made the ultimate sacrifice to everyone around the globe so we can be set free and be filled up with faith and hope. It's all about preaching the good news, the gospel of Christ, because the gospel and the word of God are filled with life. Jesus is the word of God, He is the light and the life. Without Jesus we can never ever pay our sins price. That's why I proclaim Christ as my personal Lord and Savior, hoping to change people's lives, their thoughts and their behaviors. Jesus Christ loves everyone, but they just don't know He does, so someone has to tell them so they can start to trust God and start to seek Him, so they can get to know the Christ and be filled with His Spirit, so they can finally feel alive. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. Once I was lost, but Jesus found me in the gutter, a broken down drug dealing addict, running with the bangers filled up with hate, cause I was a slave to the devil. Didn't have any love cause I was filled up with evil, but Jesus cleaned me up and then he changed me completely. Why else you think I'm going hard for the Lord, homie? That's my way of paying the Lord back for what he did for me, cause without him I'd be in the cell or dead in the streets. I'm filled with love and hope, and finally I'm alive. That's why I'm gonna represent Christ for the rest of my life. People around the world need to hear the gospel of the Lord. That's why I'm gonna continue to preach it and go hard. I stay on my mission, whether it be in the streets or on beats. That's why I'm here to try to help people with their spiritual needs, cause everyone is seeking, whether they want to admit it or not. But at the end of the day, everybody needs to know God. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved. The name is Soldier of Christ, but you could call me SOC, a sinner set free by the grace of the King of Kings. The Lord had mercy on my soul and pulled me out my grave, and that's why I'm on a mission so others can be saved.
John, I like that song. John, you are so lucky.
What's up? What's up?
John, you are so lucky where you at, and I'm not lucky where I'm at. You know why I say that? John, you know why I say that? Because in the studio where I'm at right now, it's very hot. We got bright lights all over the studio. Can you imagine being on a show for 2 hours and sweat in your t-shirt? Now, John, can you see me good? All right, John, can you see
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, and you know, for some reason, we having technical difficulties, so I can't really make out everything that you're saying, but I can hear you on some of the things. Maybe you have to speak up a little bit louder because I missed pretty much everything you said.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, man. I think it's the internet that's doing it. All right, y'all. I tell you what, we're gonna go see some more videos. We'll be right back.
All right.
I know it's broken, feel it in my bones and you can't heal it. Happier I'm hurting, best you know you hear me spitting. The story ain't mine, I do it for you, I ain't fibbing. Sin or lack, stab you in the back and leave you tripping. The hot in the cold, I cannot be mixing. I myself ain't perfect, I'm gonna still be missing. That's why I need him daily, yes I need that daily cleansing. That does not permit to take advantage of his grace. It's a race, we all fall short, so pick me up, I'm here to stay. I'm done to myself, I'm on his mission. Vision, eyes to run the prize, will move them even for a minute. Listen, the doctor says here today, but it will be diminished. I will stand my ground no matter the condition. Calling armies all the time to get into position. No, we're right now, you tap out, we put you in submission. We are the rising ones. We won't settle for cliche. From a God to this world, we will not ricochet. We are the rising ones. We won't settle for cliche. From a God to this world, we will not ricochet. With color my name, but I stay committed. Puzzle
puzzle pieces. My thesis, I don't always make the fitting. The goal's not mathematics, I don't wanna do division. Unless we talking unity, then I wanna do addition. Two are better than one, together is a vision. True, you wanna get schooled, I won't charge you for tuition. Cause I'm going on a venture on a new expedition. If you wanna join the right, then I would mail you a ticket. Suspicions of frontin' don't play. I don't do that poker face, you could choose to write a stay. But there's only one way, I'll give it all to you and I ain't splitting. Clinging to the truth, I remember what is written. Let the fire spark set apart temptation, keep your distance. If the king was a chef, then I would live in the kitchen. Cause I'm glued to your love, and to you I am sticking. To the one who holds the skies and the one who is risen. We are the rising ones, we won't settle for cliche. From a God to this world, we will not ricochet. We are the rising ones, we won't settle for cliche. From a God to this world, we will not ricochet. It's the motive, I'm focused, I'm in it till it's finished. I'll talk about my God and ashamed of the spirit. You missing the back and you're rocking, stopping the clock, it keeps on ticking. We knocking, we dropping and glocking, stocking spiritual ammunition. I'm aiming for your heart and I'm aiming with precision. To tell you bad as love is my only ambition. The last is who I think about, yes, I'm driven. This love is unconditional, explained by definition. A love so strong in the past I was just hating. Turn my back on him and his love just kept on chasing. We ain't much different and for you we do the same. But you gotta make the effort, gotta call upon his name. Building roots down, nothing carries you astray. When the storm comes, hold on, he does not forsake. He forgave me every time and now I'll never be the same. My history is gone, it is already erased. We are the rising ones, we won't settle for cliche. From a God to this world, we will not ricochet. We are the rising ones, we won't settle for cliche. From a God to this world, we will not ricochet.
Oh, hey, say John. Say John. I'm taking a picture of myself. I'm going.
Hey, DJ Donny B. Donny B.
What? Hey, what man? Look.
You know, I got the Channel 49 mascot. You know, I'm the Channel 49 media man.
Put it on, why you put it on? I'm taking a picture. Say cheese.
Yeah, I'm Channel 49 media man. To my people out there, Channel 49 media man and news reporter. This is Channel 49 media man, and this is our Channel 49 media man mascot. I am the media man mascot.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
We out there, we live. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at you! Look at you!
We just gonna keep. We two brothers that keep it 100. You never know what we gonna do.
You never know what we're gonna do. You never know what we're gonna do.
John, you got your mask on? Put it on, John.
You know.
I ain't got it on.
You know. You know it.
Oh, I got it. Oh my God. I just went off the air, y'all. John.
No, you on the air?
I'm still on the air.
I got some people saying that they said, hey, to me.
But I can't get back to the studio,
y'all see me out there? All right. Yeah, okay.
Am I back on the studio? Can you still see me?
Yeah, you in there. You in the house.
I don't see me. Okay. Am I back on that?
All right, man. It's on. We better get back to this in the mix. We gotta stay in the mix. What's up?
Say John.
I'm telling somebody something. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I gotta take mine. Let me take mine. Take mine.
Again, y'all, it's going down. Kenna Williams has a new show that just started Sunday, y'all. Every Sunday morning, you can check out the new show called Make a Joyful Noise TV. Every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. right here on Channel 49 TV. Shout out to Esther Davis show. Weekdays morning. Next week, oh my God, say, John, we are bringing back the Police Reform TV show.
Oh, I love that.
You used to love that show.
You talking about out of Waco, Texas?
Yeah, the Waco, Texas guy, Officer Mate, former Officer Police Mate. We bringing Dirt.
All right, Waco in the house.
Yes, we bringing it back next week, y'all, Monday. And also, man, we got some powerful talk shows on this station. Shout out to man, we got so many new shows, and we got more new programs coming, y'all. More new programs coming, man. So we trying to do it. Say, John, we trying to be like you when we grow up. What you think?
We're gonna. Hey, man, I wanted to be a pilot and a truck driver. And I did become a truck driver, so I guess I was a pilot too. But this is a pilot, so this is a pilot show.
You know what I wanted to be when I was growing up?
What's that?
I used to love fire trucks. And
me too.
I remember walking up the street playing football with my little friend Joshua. And every day at Station 14, we would go and hang out. And doing, oh man, my favorite part was Halloween. And he would always scare us with the mask. But we had so much fun. I was the only person that was able to go upstairs at the fire station and eat dinner with them and have fun. That was so cool. That was so cool.
Wow.
And I was man, they loved me so much up there, they brought me a bike.
What?
They brought me a bike for Christmas, man.
You know what I'm missing? You know what I'm missing right now? I'm missing my chainsaw. I'm missing that chainsaw. I'm having fun right here on the show with Donny B. I am having so much fun. What happened to our guest?
I don't know. He probably, you know what, John? When me and you get to talk about politics, I think we scare people away.
Well, people is in the world. And then it's not nothing that's not familiar conversation or not new to them. I think we just having a little technical difficulties, and he wanted to engage in the conversation.
You definitely gotta have a good internet connection to be on this show.
Right. Mine be tripping sometimes.
Yeah, you're right. Shout out to Nikki from United.
Shout out to the beautiful Miss Nikki.
Yes, and Terry, my boy Terry Price.
TP in the house.
Yeah, and Cynthia, and Deidre Giver's sister Cynthia.
Yes, Miss Cynthia Hartman.
Yeah,
and Governor Gilbert.
Cynthia back on the show, y'all. So,
and also, oh man, I've had a lot of guests on my show. Y'all know who y'all are. Miss Murray, Constance. Shout out to DeAndre Morel. Shout out to you, my brother.
Also, a big shout out to our special guest tomorrow. Our special guest tomorrow, Mr. A.D., the problem solver. Independent artist will be live with us tomorrow, y'all. It is definitely going down, Mr. A.D., the problem solver. What you think about that, man?
We need the heavy hitters. We need the heavy hitters, all of the heavy hitters out here. You got your feet in the street. Come out. Get on the show and bring your light, shed your light, bring your glory to the show. You one of the hardest working men in the land, so it's on. And you know how we do it right here. We're gonna keep it real and keep it going and keep this thing 100.
We're gonna keep it going. Right. It's time for us to go to some more music, man. So let's go. Oh man. Shout out to Charleston White. Did you really know when we come back? You know Charleston White, don't you?
Yeah, that's my partner. What's going on, Charleston White? Shout out.
We got some news you can use. We gotta keep my boy. All I can say, we gotta keep my boy in prayer, Charleston White.
What's up?
Got threatened by Soldier Boy. We'll talk about it.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. We got the mascot right here, John Williams. John Williams on the mascot. And
all right, y'all.
Channel 49 TV Media, man.
Lord, you know when I was broken, you once showed me that in the midst of adversity, you'll be my refuge. And you said that if I choose to draw close unto you, then you'll draw close unto me. Yeah. Hey, don't inspire me, cause inspiration's temporary. I want your living word inform me like a commentary. So when you tell me move, I promise you I never tarry. But if you tell me wait, Lord, you know I'll be stationary. Cause I'm so very submitted, fully committed. Yeah, you drown me in your love, and now I'm dead to all my sin, and now I'm living through the very breath that you breathe. Cause what's this life without the God that's residing in me? Holy, holy Trinity. I wanna know more about your personalities. I wanna be closer with every part of me, and I will never stop till I'm deceased. Cause if you open up my heart, you see I bleed determination, arteries of holiness, pumping consecration, killing flesh daily. I attend consistent funerals, convicted of my sins, so repentance is continual. Cause that's the only way that I will become more like you. So I deny myself and draw close with all that I do.
Said I gotta be, wanna be, need to be closer to you. Said I gotta be, wanna be, need to be closer to you. Said I wanna be, I need to be, I wanna be closer to you. Yeah, I wanna be, I need to be, I wanna be closer to you.
I sacrifice my whole life to be closer to you. I hang my flesh up on the cross, I wanna be murdered too. Inject me with your blood and let my pulse rate be the proof. As I grip my heart out on this track to show that I bleed for you. I used to want a lot of things, but you're my true desire. You're more than religion, you're more than the riches or insurance from the fire. But you're Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Shalom, the God that's with me when people's actions say I'm alone. So I'm constantly killing my flesh and doing my best as I'm drawing nearer. And I'm constantly altering my image until your reflection shows in the mirror. Cause you're the true vine, that's why I'm bearing fruit. And I can't have fertile soul unless I'm grounded in you. So hallelujah, that's what I sing from the heart of me. If you draw close, I never leave. I want you more than the air I breathe. I want you bad, honestly. So here I am, residing me.
Said I gotta be, wanna be, need to be closer to you. Said I gotta be, wanna be, need to be closer to you. Said I wanna be, I need to be, I wanna be closer to you. Yeah, I need, I wanna be, I need to be, I wanna be closer to you. Said I gotta be, wanna be, need to be closer to you. Said I gotta be, wanna be, need to be closer to you. Said I wanna be, I need to be closer. Yeah, I need I wanna be closer to you. Lord, that's my desire. You more of your presence, Lord, I live to glorify your name, and to give you all
Oh man.
That's
You didn't see
powerful,
that,
huh?
did you, man? So you didn't see that,
That's
did you?
powerful, huh?
I don't went to sleep.
Oh, you was froze. You was froze
You didn't
in
see me
time.
You didn't see me
Yeah, I saw you. I was like, is he froze? Yeah, I had to come out of my mascot, the media man.
2 hours of show be going by fast, man. It's hard to believe it's what 35 after the hour right now, and we'll be going out for 58 minutes. 58, less than 50. Anyway, John, man, what's going on in the news, man? What's up with all this gun violence, killing going on right here in Tarrant County? Let's talk about it, man. Fort Worth, killing is crazy.
It is, and it's not something that's look like it's gonna be slowing down this summer. Look like it's on the upbeat, you know, and just phenomenal, crazy things, you know. That's just, you know, it reminds me of some last year, you know. But not only right here, man, Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio, on the mass hysteria of murdering these young black people.
It's okay. This one says critical injury in a shooting at a Fort Worth home.
Wow.
Turning now to the latest effort.
You know,
there you go.
Robb Elementary School has been reinstated. This comes just 3 days after Mandy Gutierrez was placed on paid administrative leave in more than 2 months since a teen gunman entered the school through an unlocked door and killed 19 students and 2 teachers. Earlier this week, Gutierrez sent a letter to the Texas House Investigative Committee defending herself and her school safety protocols. She also told CNN she did her best, she did her job to the best of her ability, but that there's always room for improvement. Recession or not, one thing for sure, inflation is real. North Texans are hurting. The Dallas-based social services nonprofit Family Gateway says their data.
We want to talk about that, John, because everything has went up. And also, man, there's a recall on hot dogs. Did you hear about that, John? We just had hot dog day last week.
Yeah, on last Wednesday.
Johnny said a recall on hot dogs. What the
you know what? Here's the thing. They got everybody running their guts out there.
Go ahead,
Here's the thing. You got everybody in America running out there to go get a dog on hot dogs. And I even got a Facebook.
You would have got you one. I know I would have got me one.
Hold on, I even got a Facebook message from a candidate, gubernatorial candidate, Deirdre DeGear, and she showed that she had a big old hot dog, nice, fixed up, with all of the works. Now they done got everybody in America to go get this, and now they calling the damn recall on the hot dog. Full of weenie.
Oh man, wow. That's real talk, man. That's real talk. Hey, John. Speaking of that, John. Now let's be real.
Yeah.
Now they are saying that we may be going into a recession. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't know, John. I think we've been in it. I'm poor. I ain't got no money. So if you say that, will I feel it? Because hell, I'm not. I mean, because when you poor ain't got more than nothing, you don't feel what everybody else feel. Maybe just the rich people that's gonna feel it. Hell, because I've been poor all my life. I've been broke as hell.
The song said, I'm catching hell.
But anyway, man, for real, they said we it looks like we may be going back in time, y'all. But everything's, I mean, now I am feeling the pinch. That's what they call it. Because everything is going up. Everything went all the way up now. Your food prices up, gas is up. Now they saying your telephone bill is getting ready to go up. What else is gonna go up, John? What's up?
Yeah. And they call it higher than giraffe.
They call it
They call it Yeah, you got to sit down for this one. One of my paralegal professors. Oh yeah, sit down for this one. You got to sit down. You got to put the widescreen on for this one.
Can you see me good? Okay. I'm ready.
You got to put the widescreen on for this. You know, when I was in El Centro College, shout out to El Centro College. Shout out to El Centro College anyway. You know, I went to El Centro College as a paralegal. And I was looking for my doggone thing, but it's up here somewhere. So people can see. But anyway, I went as a paralegal, and one of the professors there, I'm trying to pull it out, y'all. One of the professors there would say, everything is higher than giraffe. There it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's when I went there.
Explain it to us, John. What's going on with that?
And he would say, the world is higher than giraffe. And that's what the world is getting to. It's higher than giraffe coochie, man. And
let me ask you this, John.
It's a bad scenario because everything is creeping up, and they're saying that the president is not calling it a recession, and that's what we're pretty much in. But you know, again, like you say, you know, to those who have been in the stench and have played in the mud, you don't know you're muddy, and you don't know you smell bad. You know, you don't know nothing about it, and until you get away from that particular position and can see it from afar. We are in a ripple, and everything is high. Everything is going up. Eggs is going up. Milk is going up. Bread is going up. Cheese is going up. Beef is going up. Everything is yogurt, water, phone bills, light bill, gas bill going up. Gas is going up. And it's gonna stay, at it. And then again, there's no relief in the pay scale. And then they're saying that we also have lost a number of jobs this quarter. So you know, we're looking at a whole lot of things. And then for black people, when they say, you know, when the rest of America gets a cold, African America, underclass America, get the pneumonia. And that's what Dr. Clyde Anderson says, you know, but we just have a lot to really do and deal with. And, you know, with us not having any hospitals, with us not having any grocery stores, and with us not really being able to stand up and fight the wiles of the devil, we really at the mercy. And we really can't even run. You know, most people can, when it's a fight, there's two things you can do in a fight. You can run. You can run or you can fight. And I remember when I was coming up in East Garland, and I don't mean to take over your show, but I remember my mama locked the door on me one time. It was a bully in East Garland, and his name was Hackett. Jackie Buchanan. I never forget Jackie. Huge. We were kids. And all the kids used to run from it. I had to run from it one time, but my mama locked me outside and wouldn't let me get away from it. I had to fight that. But here's the thing, where I said, even though he was a big bully and everything, he taught me not to run no more. But we can't, but in the position we in, we can fight or flight, we can run or we can fight. But this ball was so big, he was actually fast, he could chase you down and still beat you up.
Wow.
And that's what's wrong with our people now. We getting chased down, we getting dominated and controlled and still getting beat up. We in America, we can't fight back because we don't have the tools to fight back. And then we really don't even have the legs to run. We have nowhere to run to.
But let me ask you this also, John, since the Democrats took back over the White House, how it actually got worse for us?
Well, it's no different than when we got out of slavery, so-called. I think that all parties. I think that all parties, we were better off coming from there because we ended up getting 6 justices and changed laws and had schools and had banks and had freedmen banks and had bureaus and had all these civil rights activists, and we were really involved and engaged in making a community and understanding the steps that we needed to do toward making that. Although some things may have been premature because we never had the we never had the fortifiedness to be able to fight back. We might have had a few weapons, but we really didn't have the arsenal to really be able to fight back or really be able to defend ourselves. We really were wide open sitting ducks, but really trying to get along in hostile America. Nothing's changed for us. It ain't gonna change for us until we change it. And as long as we keep letting people address their issues before we get our issues addressed, and as long as we keep killing one another, fighting one another, having gas for one another, not supporting one another, as long as we continue that feud, as long as we continue that domino effect, and as long as we see each other as distant strangers, as long as we see each other on a boat, we in the same boat but fighting each other on a little old bitty boat. The song by Tupac and Scarface was Smile, but if you look at that video, you will see big black men on a little old bitty boat fighting each other, and that's very a conscious idea that we are on the same boat, a little bitty one anyway, a little bitty playing field, fighting one another for humane rights. No, we're not
right.
going
I mean,
and then not only that, let me say this real quick. We still they're coming up with another party, not just the Democratic and Republican, but another party, as if they were in the early 1800s, coming out of 1870, when they had the Whigs Party, which was supposed to have been a party that was supposed to be for the assurities of black folks to be able to advance, but they wouldn't allow black people into those particular parties to do anything, to make any kind of decision, knowing that they what kind of deprivation they was under. But anyway, go ahead.
Man, you make a good point when you say that, man. And people need to understand what's going on. And while we got all this killing going on, they continue to take over power. And just like Donald Trump is a power hungry. It's not even about money with him. It's about the power. He's so hungry for that power that he's desperate to do almost anything. And it's looking like, do you think that Donald Trump gonna get another run for the White House in 2024, man? Let's talk about that.
You know, I think everything is set up and geared around the way things is going. You know, you keep your eyes on the White House, you keep your eyes on the on what's going on and how things broke down, and what happened with the June 6th riots and the taking over the White House and the Capitol. You know, when you keep your eyes on that and how things is really playing out and all of the mass hysteria that they got going on in America, to have us here, there. Well, we're just totally unstable and don't really know what to do. Then we become totally at the mercy of our so-called leaders, and that leaves us totally blind. And we don't know. We don't really know what to do and what's going on. You know, we just have to come out now to become more of an independent and start pulling away from anything. Black America has to start somewhere and weaning itself from the dominant society, and they have to soon, or there won't be an answer for it, Black America, because we've given our soul humanity to another race of people for their acceptance, and that's not accepted. It shouldn't be, and that's what we've fallen on, and that's just so sad for African American people. And then for us not to be able to get along and we see one another and not be able to trust one another and stay distance from one another, when here soon now it's so crucial that we need each other, and we are not addressing that in any form or fashion. Go ahead.
That's true. And you know what? Let's talk about this too, man, because a lot of people don't know mental illness is real, man. I was on a city bus last week, and this woman, it was just me, the woman, and the bus driver, and the woman just started yelling on the number 2 bus, just started yelling that I'm gonna kill that black son of a you know what, and said that and then she just started talking crazy. And then next thing you know, she calmed down. And then she starts speaking to me. How you doing, sir? You doing okay? I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, this woman crazy. But what that let me know, man, is, and that woman don't even look like she got a mental problem, man. What that let me know right there, that it's this thing that's going on now here in the country is getting worse. And people that you normally would not think is having a mental breakdown. People across this country, y'all ain't never listened to nothing else. Y'all need to listen to this. People across the country that's normal are having a breakdown. What are your thoughts on that, John? And we need to do a show about mental health this too, man. I'll be willing to get some people on the show to talk about that. Go ahead, John.
Well, being certified in mental health first aid responder, adults assisting adults, adults assisting children, we use a rubric called ALGE, and to identify trauma, and that's basically what it is. It's basically to identify trauma, identify when things are abnormal, and get those people the help that they need, or at least get them in the right position to start addressing that particular help. You know, now today's time is people camouflage things because of either embarrassment or either because they feel that others may think that they failed, or that they feel that within themselves that they failed themselves or failed others. And there's a lot of different peer pressure that comes along with it, because you have to come up to a certain standard in society, and that's the reason that they are trying to, in the state of Texas right now, especially in Denton County, trying to get the cannabis law, get Texas to legalize cannabis, and so the use of marijuana. Because and then they draw a great point, by the different scenarios that they bring up, and this is a group in Denton. Oklahoma's have legalized it, California has, so and they dealing with this on the mental trauma health issues as they evaluate certain people in certain conditions. I think that the medication that we've given for ADDH and for all these other different symptoms that are so called that come through just pure trauma from the American experience, or just from work-related experience, or just from life-related experience, or just from health-related experience, or whatever experiences that have traumatized the person. Those reoccurrences and those re-events, they help fuel and keep that domination advantage. And so, yeah, I think that now is a time for, especially for the African American community, to start coming into a position of healing from being traumatized, mental health wise, educational wise, especially by being terrorized by the law, by those who are in positions supposed to protect and serve. But not only that, it's been castrated through the fair housing, and through jobs that they've been on for so many years, and pensions been taken, or IRAs been taken, and stuff like that, through the medical system, through the medical board, through the educational board, and through all these different organizations that have wronged and robbed the African American people from their true essence and true experience here in America. I think that now is the time for us to not only become conscious and aware of, but also start coming up with some of those class action suits, and bringing some of those things to the forefront for reparations, for liberation, for restoration. We talked about that on my show: reparations, restorations, and liberations for us. But restorations being the last point of contact that the African American people would benefit from. But reparations and being actually free first. Those are the first things that the frontline issues that we should deal with, vertical and not horizontal. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I think about what's going on now, and with the presidency now, and what we're gonna need here in the future. We're gonna have to hurry up, bring these organizations to get this stuff done.
And you know what? Thank you so much for giving us a good point, man. For those who tune in to us right here on Donny B TV, me and John is breaking it down, man. Because this mental health is real. It's so much stuff going on. People that you wouldn't think that's going crazy are going crazy. People are having a mental breakdown. And here's the thing, man. We gotta let the footwork police and the police officers know. All these people that's having a mental breakdown, you cannot put them in jail. help. You got to be able to come up with a plan to put those people that are having a mental breakdown, put them in some type of home to get them some mental help. Or if you're a county jail, you need to be able to offer them that type of service. Because I did not realize, John, that it was that many people out on the streets that are dealing with the mental health. Let's talk about that.
You know, it's surprising. But, you know, I had a friend, a girl of mine, and, you know, she wasn't from this country. And she was so baffled to see people talk to themselves the way they do. Heck, I do. I know I'm traumatized. But she thought it was funny that I would just kind of say some things out, you know, loud, you know, without addressing nobody.
But you know what, John, I do this. I mean, I do that sometimes if I'm thinking. I mean, there's a difference in actually talking to yourself. Because here's what somebody used to tell me all the time. It's all right to talk to yourself if you're thinking, but when you answer yourself back, that's when people should be worried about you. But me, sometimes, I'm not gonna say I talk to myself, but sometimes I may be just in another world and I'm thinking about what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to focus on. If I'm trying to get, let's say if I'm trying to get some groceries, I probably say to myself, I probably think out loud and say something like, man, I gotta get this groceries. I don't know when I fit. Oh man, I gotta get this out.
Right.
You know, and so that's different because I'm thinking out loud of what I need to do, what I need to come up with, what I need to plan. But if I will say something like, man, I did this. Hey, did you do that? Yeah, man, I did this. Hey, what happened? I don't know, man.
You're the third, fourth, fifth person now. You the third, fourth, fifth person.
It ain't funny. I'm God knows, Lord, help me. I'm not trying to laugh. But did you see where I'm going with this, dog? Did you see where I'm going?
Third, fourth, and fifth person. You know, but back to what we were saying, is that, you know, when you see people like that, you know, she was thinking, you know, what's wrong? But those type of people, they are traumatized, and you're going to run into that, you know, and that's the first step of somewhere in the home, something that's broken down, and it started it started adolescence, and that's what we learn, and that's what we try to